I really wasn't big on a dating scene, but I really needed to try to find somebody to go out on a date with. I've been single for almost 6 years now, and me being my age, I really thought that I needed to just dig deep and just try to find somebody. So I downloaded Tinder once again. Now, I've been on Tinder plenty of other times and I only met a few females off of there, but I said, you know what? I'm just going to take a chance. This is going to be my last time trying to find someone. So, me flicking to my right and flicking to my left, I stopped on this one female. Her name was Rosie. She was beautiful. She had some blue eyes, long hair that went down to the center of her back, fair skin. She had no tattoos. The only piercing she had was in her ears. And she was about 5'1", 130 pounds, and she was in her late 30s. And she didn't live that far from me. Now it said on her profile she's very adventurous. She loves poetry. She loves to cook. She loves the laugh. And that just brought me closer to her profile because that was the type of person I am. Now I know that I'm kind of boring, but when you're my age, you start to be boring. But she blew my mind when she says she's looking for a guy like me. So I flicked to the right and hoping that she will come back and communicate with me. Now, weeks passed. I really haven't been on Tinder like that because Tinder is really not the application that you can just stay on and think somebody's going to reply to you ASAP. Next thing you know, I check my phone because I got an alert, which my phone does not tell me that I have alerts. Then the girl Rosie hit me up and saying, "How are you doing?" I was shocked. I'm like, "Me? Wow." So I replied back, "I'm doing good. How are you?" Now, I thought there was probably going to be a couple of hours before she hit me back up again, but a few seconds later, she's talking about, "I'm doing fine. What is your name?" I told her my name, and she told me hers, and then we started to have a little conversation. She told me that she was at work at that time, so she really couldn't talk to me. So she gave me her phone number. Now, this phone number looked kind of weird, but I took it just because she said that she just got a new cell phone and she needed this number to use until she got her number switched to her new phone. Me being me and me so attracted to this female, I just said okay. And I just took it as it is. So we continued to text until I got home. And then she told me that she was home. She said, "Would you like to FaceTime?" And I'm like, "Sure." So she said, "Give me an hour to let me freshen up so we can FaceTime each other." I'm like, "Cool." So me sitting there watching television, listening to music. Next thing you know, I get a request from WhatsApp. Then the same number popped up on my screen. Next thing you know, she was on the screen and I popped up on the screen. So we're both looking at each other, and I was so amazed that she was actually the female that was on the Tinder app post. She told me, "You are very handsome." I'm like, "Thank you. You are very beautiful." She giggled. She said, "Thank you very much. So, where do you stay?" I told her where I stayed. Not exactly where I stayed, but I told her I stayed in the same area. She said, "Oh, good. That means that me and you could probably go to Starbucks and you can get me a coffee." I laughed and I was like, "Sure, maybe one day once we get to know each other." So we talked for at least about an hour. Then she said, "Look, I gotta get ready to go to bed. I gotta go to work tomorrow. So just hit me up tomorrow." I'm like, "Cool. Have a good night." And she said, "Have a good night yourself." And we both hung up. I went to sleep, woke up the next morning. I'm so in deep thought of this woman because this woman was so beautiful. I saw her on FaceTime. She looks just like her photos and everything. So I text her a good morning. Didn't hear a reply. So I'm thinking maybe she's just waking up and she's getting herself ready for work. So I'm not going to bother her for the rest of the time until she texts me back. A couple of hours later, after I got to work, I was on my first break. I text her again. No response. Then I say, you know what? I'm going to text her on my lunch break. If she doesn't text me back, that means I believe that she's busy at work. So I text her back at lunch break. Then I got a reply back, but it's not the reply that I thought I was supposed to get back. I got a reply saying, who is this? So I said, it's me. She said to reply back, it says, I don't know you. I said, okay. And I said, this is not Rosie? Who is Rosie? I paused and I typed back again. You're not Rosie that I met on Tinder, that we FaceTimed each other the other night? A long pause. Then I got to type back. I don't know who Rosie is. I don't know who you are, but can you please don't call this number no more or text this number no more? So I'm like, I'm sorry. I meant no disrespect. And then I deleted the number. So I'm sitting there watching TV, home, kind of puzzled about what happened today. Next thing you know, I got a text from Rosie. She said, hey, babe, what's up? I looked at my phone. I'm like, what's up? You told me not to text you no more. A long pause. When did I say that to you? You said that to me earlier today when I texted you and to see how you're doing. I texted you 3 times. I texted you in the morning. I texted you on my break, and I texted you on my lunch, but you didn't respond until around 2 o'clock. She said, you never text me. I said, I swear to goodness. But see, I deleted her number, so I couldn't prove to her that I did them texts. She said, you might have texted somebody else. I said, on my mother's grave, I have texted you 3 times, and you never responded. She said, I'm going to look at my phone. I don't see your number. Well, it's the same number that I text was the same number that called me back and told me to stop calling your number. Well, I don't know what's going on, but I know that I didn't text you back until now. This is my first time talking to you ever since yesterday because I've been really busy at work. Okay. So I left it at that. She told me that she will continue the conversation when she gets home. So I got home. I waited for her to text me or call me. I get a phone call. But it was the same number, but it was a voice call, a video call. The video call came up. I'm excited because I'm thinking it's her. I swiped. It was a black screen. And I kept hearing this voice saying, hello. And I'm like, hello? Who are you? I said, here we go again. I am AC and I'm answering the line of Rosie. It has your name on the bottom of it. I don't know who the hell is Rosie. Why do you have my number in your phone? You the one that called me. I didn't call you. But you texted me earlier and it seems like you responded back to a few of these texts that I did not send. What are you talking about? I was talking to Rosie. This is her phone number. Well, I thought it was her phone number. Rosie doesn't exist. Rosie is dead. Rosie been dead for 3 years. What? She been dead for 3 years. Rosie used to have this number, but she died in a car accident. She was thrown out of her car when she didn't wear a seatbelt. She flew into a tree and it broke her back and neck. She died on her way to the hospital. You might have been talking to her spirit, but I seen her face to face. I'm trying to tell you, I will actually send you her obituary. So she sent me her obituary. I was so fucking shocked. I fell to the floor. And I'm looking at this obituary of the same woman that I FaceTimed not that long ago, in which I text earlier and I was talking to on the phone, and I'm thinking this, and I can't believe I'm seeing the same woman on this obituary that I talked to on FaceTime. The same exact female. See? I told you. Whoever you're talking to is her spirit. You have to not speak to her ever again. Don't answer her phone calls. Don't answer her texts. And don't answer her FaceTime. Because she will possess you. I'm trying to tell you, please. This is the reason why I'm telling you she's not alive. She's using you to try to get back into this world. You have to not answer none of her calls. I don't care how beautiful she is. I don't care how enticing her voice is. Do not answer your phone. Do not answer your video chat. And do not answer your text messages when you see this number pop up on your screen. I understand. I promise you, I will not answer any of her phone calls. Hours went by. I sat there nervously thinking that she's going to call my phone or voice chat me or instant message me or even video chat me. Next thing you know, I get a text message and it's her texting me. I never answered the text. So an hour went by. She texted me back saying, "Where are you? I'm trying to get in contact with you." I didn't answer the text. Then I get a phone call with her number on it. She called me 5 times, back to back to back, to back to back. Didn't answer the phone. Then 5 minutes later, she video chat me. But I saw her picture, but I didn't answer her phone call. She texts me again, "Why are you ignoring me? Why are you not answering my phone calls?" But as I not answered the phone, her voice gotten deeper. "Why are you not fucking answering your phone calls? Why are you ignoring me?" I was so damn scared. I was floored. I tried to turn my phone off, but my phone was completely off. But every time she would call me, my phone will come on automatically. Or if I take the battery out, she will still have the number pop up on my phone. Or she will leave me these voice messages and you will hear the deep darkness in her voice. "Why are you not answering your phone? Why are you not answering your video chat? I am going to kill you." Now, I'm panicking. Don't know what to do. I'm hoping that the woman texts me back because I need her help. But she never called me. She never texted me back. What should I do? I don't know what to do. Somebody out there, if you know how to stop a spirit from calling your phone, can you please help me? I need to know because I'm so afraid that she's going to get me.